questions 3 and 5 on page 145.
Okay, today we're going to be explaining NS6-28, questions 3 and 5 on page 145. So,
I hope you have
let's
fun.
get started. Hi, today we're going to focus on two main questions on the assignment NS6-28, comparing and ordering fractions.
Alright, the first one is, if two fractions have the same denominator and a different numerator, how would you tell which fraction is greater?
So first let's explain what the denominator and numerator is. So the denominator is what you're dividing the fraction by, so the bottom number.
And then a numerator is the top number. So if it was out of half, so 1 out of 2, it would be the top one, so 1.
So now let's pretend we had two fractions, 2, 6, and 4, 6. As you can see, they have the same denominator like the question states.
And I know you're probably thinking right now, fairly easy, this is an easy one. So, but how do you know? So how you know is, like if you had a pie, if you had some pies, then which one would you have more of? If you had 2 pieces of this pie? Or 4 pieces of that pie?
So it's kind of obvious that you shaded more area on this pie. So it's this fraction that's greater because you have more pie.
Yeah, and who doesn't like pie? Except for me.
And also because this fraction's, if the two denominators are the same, the biggest number on the top is always the greatest. See ya.
Okay.
Okay, so now we have some bonus questions for you. So A, B, C, and D. D is a bonus question, but if you want to do it, you can. So pause this video and then resume it once you're done.
Okay, that should have been enough time.
So now we're going to circle the ones that are the right answer.
Bigger.
Boom. So if you got those right, good job. And yeah. Okay, so now we're moving on to question 2, which is fraction A and B have the same numerators but different denominators. How do you tell which fraction is bigger?
Well, how you tell which fraction is bigger is you look at, of course, the denominators. So that would be 8 and 10 in this case. So it's like splitting a pie into that many. Okay, so
if you split it into that amount and color the numerator, which is
7.
7.
So
they're the
color
same.
in 7 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
So as you can see, it's pretty obvious that this fraction is the majority filled up. This is because that 8 is less than 10, so then each piece covers more space than it has in that space.
Yeah, because it's divided into less pieces.
So it covers more area, so then it's bigger.
Yeah, it covers more area than this.
So let's do another example. So if you had question A and B again. So let's do,
If we had fraction A and fraction B.
so let's say the numerator is 4.
Okay, so it's 4 on each one of them.
Because that's the question states. And then under it, I'll put 12.
And I'll put 6.
So, how you tell this one is, it's kind of funny because this is times 2 of this. So, you draw pi,
draw pi. 20 minutes later, she will get this. Do not worry.
And then you color in 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This one has the majority of the fraction filled because there are less pieces, so then they cover more space of each piece, so then it's bigger altogether. And 4 is closer to 6 than it is to 12.
All right, now we're going to write down some questions that you can do on your whiteboard.
We're going to write 4 questions, but you can do as many or as little as you want. I'm going to do a bonus one down here, so it's going to be challenging.
We're going to fast forward that too.
Okay, so once you're done this, continue the...
Alright guys, so just pause the video here and you can do these amazing questions.
Okay, so now we're going to circle the ones that are bigger. It's pretty simple, just the one with the least amount of, like the least number as a denominator is the greatest. So yeah.
Good.
Okay, so now we have some example questions for you to answer on your whiteboards. So pause the video and then resume once you're done. Okay, so now we're gonna circle the ones that are correct.
And then this one.
Okay. Thanks for watching, and I hope you understand questions 3 and 5 on page 145.
Have a nice day.
See ya!
Bye.
Now that it's done, I hope you understand how to do these questions.